The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
I'm not afraid to take a stand, take a stand. Everybody, come take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you make it.
See Live Off the Record with Zhivargo Laing is brought to you by Burger King, the Cleveland Clinic, Grand Bahama News, RF Bank and Trust, and Royal Star Assurance.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Z Live. I'm Zhivargo Laing, your host. So glad that you could join us here today on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM on this beautiful Friday afternoon. I trust and hope that you are doing well. If you want to give us a call at all on the show, the numbers to do so are 323-6232. That's 323-6232 or 325-4316, 325-4316, or 325-4259. You can text us on 422-4796. You can WhatsApp me on 439-304. I didn't start off with any music today, not because I won't be doing music today, but we just wanted to segment something for you today before we go into some music to get you into your weekend with a little bit of ease. Let's put it like that. And I'm delighted to have with me Mrs. Leslie Archer today, who is going to be sharing some information on about an event coming up for the Cleft of the Rock Foundation. Now, Leslie, you know I have to do a little bit of bragging. So I tell the folks, because the event you're talking about, I got a little bit of stake in, right? You know? I'm just saying, I'm not going to mention it, but I'm saying, welcome, Leslie. How you doing?
Hi, it's great to be here. Yes, you definitely deserve to give yourself a pat on the back.
little bit. Now, ordinarily, I would not ordinarily have an interruption in the Friday schedules, but the truth of the matter is you can't get more critical and important in life and in the human society than talking about the matter that we're going to be talking about for a bit, which is parenting, right? And you just recently added to your list of people to be parented. True or not true? Congratulations again.
Very true, and you've already given me advice and my free warnings, which I appreciate.
More like sharing my experience with.
I appreciate it so much, Mr. Laing. Your warnings.
So you were here before a couple of times to talk about the Cleft of the Rock Foundation and the parenting program. So let's talk about that a bit, and then we'll talk about the event that's coming up.
Okay, so Cleft of the Rock Foundation is a non-profit organization based in the United States, in Florida, and in the Bahamas. And the focus of the foundation is families, just providing support for families, being that village, looking after children and supporting parents and guardians in their ambition, in our assignment, and our responsibility to raise up the next generation and to take care of our children. So that's what Cleft of the Rock Foundation is about. The name comes from, it was inspired by the song, He Hides Me in the Cleft of the Rock. And the website is cleftoftherockfoundation.org. And we are having one of our biggest fundraisers in October, and it is called Rebuilding Villages Golf Tournament. And here's where Mr. Laing gets his bragging rights for having won. If it's okay for me to announce it so you don't pat yourself on the back, I can pat you on the back. Having won.
Please don't.
Last year, he participated, he supported it. He's a volunteer with the organization as well, way before I was, obviously. And I became a part of it thanks to him sending me one little email message. And so We are here to invite you all to participate to the golf tournament, to sign up, to visit the website, sign up for the golf tournament, be a part of the initiative. Yes, you get to play golf. It's for amateurs as well as professionals, but also more importantly, and from the bigger vision that our title sponsor, Sandals, has bought into, you are really supporting the family structure, really contributing to a good cause. Of all of the profits directly go towards our initiatives to supporting family, to supporting children. We have parenting training programs. We have training programs for children to teach them disciplines of life, and we give and support. And we need your help. We need you to sign up or sponsor someone to sign up for the golf tournament on October 1st.
And I might know that the golf tournament is a quality golf tournament. I mean, some of the more experienced people I know who golfed in the inaugural tournament last year. So Leslie didn't say it, but we won the inaugural tournament last
how
year.
could I forget?
Yeah, it was the inaugural.
Your name is just marked.
Yeah, the inaugural tournament. No credit to me, quite frankly, but because that's the first time I ever participated in it. Just so you guys know, that was the first time I participated in a golf tournament in my life.
Oh wow!
And I was able to do that with a team of people, and we had a great time contributing to a great cause and really having a quality experience. I'm talking about experience, very well organized. We went there. We had breakfast. Listen, I had breakfast at the golf tournament. We had with breakfast. Lunch. There was at a dinner afterwards. I mean, it was just a really quality experience. Nice camaraderie going on, and just an enjoyable time. And for those of us who didn't know golf that well, we learned a lot because we were able to participate with people who had better, more experience in golfing than us, and so forth. And so it really was a quality experience. And it's just a 1 day, right, for the tournament.
Yes, it's just on Sunday, and Mr. Laing is right to consider it also a really good networking opportunity, a good opportunity to just enjoy yourself, enjoy life, enjoy the Bahama Golf Course, because that's where it will be held on Sunday, October 1st. And shotgun, it does start early. Shotgun starts at 9:00, and you can actually sign up as an individual, or if you want to sign up a team. I think it's a team of 4, right, Mr. Laing? 3. And you can sign up a team, or you can get, if you manage a company or work at a company that can sponsor a team. We had several company-sponsored teams participate last year. Or you can be paired with the team if you want to sign up and say you want to pair yourself as, if you want to sign up and say you're looking, for 2 other persons, that also is an option for you to come out. So we just want you to come out. Yeah, go on.
We've been joined by Danielle Mambord. I think, Danielle, if I butchered your surname, please forgive me. But Danielle is also one of the leaders there with the Cleft of the Rock Foundation. Welcome, ma'am. If you unmute, we might hear you.
I think she said
she's going to come. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to come right back. And in the meantime, I just want to shout out our sponsors so far. Like I said, our title sponsor is Sandals Resort. We also have sponsors from Craven, Donald E. Thompson and Associates, Keystone, Derek Cassell and Track Group, and Migrafil group of companies, and GastroCare. So we have a wide platform of sponsors. I should also tell you the persons that will be showing up and coming out there to network and the type of event that it will be. So we just want to encourage everyone listening to support. Even if you have a group of girlfriends, you just want to do something new and interesting to hang out, come and sign up for the tournament. It is individually, it's $375 per person. This is for the full course of golf, and teams can sign up at a discount. It's for $1,500 for the team sign up.
I wanted Fidelity, which also sponsored and had a team in there and came second up and got a little irritated. Okay. We beat them, Keystone Solutions beat them. Just to know that, you have an opportunity again to come and redeem yourselves.
Yes, we're looking for. I think Fidelity had sent 2 teams. I
That's
think
right. That's
they
right.
had.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. So now you know I need to put that teams, right?
Yeah. I am. So I want to encourage you again to go to the website cleftoftherockfoundation.org, CLEFT, cleftoftherockfoundation.org. As soon as you click on the website, you'll actually see the golf tournaments flyer. And once you click on the flyer, the Google Forms registration will pop up and you should be able to handle yourself from there. And if you can't, you can email us at cleftoftherockfoundation@gmail.com. There's also a number on the website. And you can also sign up for the newsletter as well. That will keep you in touch. So cleftoftherockfoundation.org. Please check it out. We really want to seeing you. We want to hear from you. We want to meet you. And we want to see your support of families, of this rebuilding the village movement, I would say, that is coming to the Bahamas, that is already here, to care for those in our care, our children.
Oh, let me correct. It's a foursome. It's not a three. It's a foursome. Four members of the team. I suppose the reason why I was thinking three was because I was so insignificant on my 4 team. I really was the worst golfer. I mean, literally. But it is for members of the team that.
Well, you know what? That should tell you that amateurs are definitely open.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying
to have a good time.
If you don't feel no weight, feel no qualms about being able to join, because as I said, I mean, literally, I had never golfed in any formal way in my life before I did that. And, I took some lessons, like that's 1 or 2 days before with one of the members of the team who was great. And so, it's really something. It's really something that people should get involved with. Leslie, the reality is that families are under enormous stress, enormous stress, and they are finding it difficult to meet some of the stresses. Talk about what Cleft of the Rock does to teach parenting.
Okay, one of our signature programs, Cleft of the Rock, is called Parenting on Purpose. And it is a 9-week parenting training program. It is what first got my attention into the foundation, or about the foundation. And it's a video series, small group training program that really gives you disciplines to teach your child, to guide your parenting journey, like to teach them impulse control. Right? And one of the things, for example, one of the lessons that sticks out to me that I learned from Parenting on Purpose, I've done the course twice, and I want to make it an annual thing because that's how impactful it is on my life, as well as I can see the effects on my 5-year-old son. And as Mr. Laing said, I have a 3-month-old that I already trying to implement some of the strategies on. But one of the things that really touches my heart is the no means no. So parents out there, you listening to me, like, sometimes we say no to our kids, and then eventually that no becomes a yes, or we get worn down. And what I learned through this training program is that when I do that, it actually kind of erodes trust in my child, because they realize, well, I can't really listen to what mommy says because she may change her mind. I may not be able to trust what she said because there's no guarantee. If pressures push up against her, she may not be able to hold her ground. And so who do I turn to? Who do I trust? As the one, that's how it affected my heart, no to my son. My no needs to be no. And he has actually duplicated that when he's interacting with his friends, even at 5 years old, or even with us. If I ask him for something and he says no, and I ask him again because I'm insistent, like I want him to eat his vegetables, he's like, Mommy, my no means no. You know what I mean? And so that's just an example of one of the tools I have learned from this parenting training program called Parenting on Purpose, that's sponsored or carried out by Cleft of the Rock Foundation. And when you participate in the golf tournament, when you support it either directly or indirectly by sponsoring someone, or even a general sponsorship, or sponsoring an entire team, you contribute to educational initiatives like that foster internal discipline and really internal love that leads to the well-being of society, because you're cultivating a generation that is more disciplined, controlled, and building off integrity. And that's why I really, really want everyone who's listening to just go to the website and sign up for the newsletter. Just have a look at the flyer. Let me know if you like it. It's just that first touch I want you to get. And we'll see what leads from there. Just sign up for the newsletter. You'll see the upcoming parenting classes, parenting training classes, and come and be a part of our lives, of our movement of rebuilding the village.
Danielle, I believe you are now able to hear us, and we should be able to hear you. Welcome to Z Live. And I took the parenting series, and I find myself saying, yeah, Dr. Barnes says, not perfection, just that they go and do what they've been asked to do, what they're responsible for doing. So you find yourself rehearsing some of the things you learned in what I think is the most systematic, focused, and deliberate parenting program I have ever been exposed to, not but even hearing about. So Danielle, talk to us about that and the tournament coming up. I did see you at the tournament last year, I see, right?
You did. I think I might have you beat in amateurship. I really literally went just to support the organization, knowing full well that I did not have a team of 4. It was a team of 2, myself and my then 7-year-old daughter, riding around in the golf carts, putting where we could, hitting where we could, and really just enjoying the opportunity to fellowship with folks in a meaningful way and have some fun. What was really fun was watching the team of young people. I don't know if you remember them. There was a group of I think it was a team of 4, and they were maybe between the ages of 10 and 14, and they were better than some of us adults. It was hilarious.
Oh, don't talk it.
I hope they come back this year. It's wonderful to see people of all ages having the ability to enjoy a day out together. You talked about the family being under pressure, and it's important that we find ways for our children to connect in common interests with adults. And what better way than to go out and do things together, but also show them that there are other young people doing it too. So, I'm excited to see what this year brings.
One of the things that the founder of Cleft of the Rock Foundation says is that's Latina Lightburn. She normally says that don't think that parenting programs are only for parents, because they could be for parents or would-be parents, but they're just for all of us. Why is that true?
I'll take it back to what Tina's daughter said. So none of her children have children yet, but it brings an awareness to the importance of parenting and how much is at stake when you bring a life into this world, and lessons that most of us don't know and no one took the time to teach us. So we're all flying by the seat of our pants, while there's an opportunity to educate the youth who are going to be raising the leaders of tomorrow on why it is so important to be deliberate. I'm going to anchor on that word that you said earlier, why it's so important to be deliberate in your efforts to parent. But that being said, there are others that have an impact on a child or on a young person's life who are not parents. I am a facilitator of one of the Parenting on Purpose series, 9-week series, and had parents in my last session that ended a couple of weeks ago. One is she runs a childcare center, a daycare, and she has a direct impact on coaching parents on the behaviors of these children that she cares for every day, and sees some of the opportunities that Dr. Barnes's lessons has highlighted, and has been passing it on as an interested person in the upbringing of these children. The other is an aunt who isn't directly parenting her nieces and nephews, but because one parent has passed away, she has stepped in to fill in the gap, which is truly what we know to be the village, both of these women. And if we aren't equipping them to help support parents in their deliberate effort to raise responsible adults, we're not raising children, we're raising adults. We want them to be big people in, children in adult bodies. We need them to be adult minded, adult focused, and centered on their faith, as well as, you know, their anchor of what should be their decision making process. And if we are not equipping people who pour into the lives of these young folks, then we are also doing them a disservice.
You know, one of the things in setting up this opportunity for yourselves to be on the show, Latina was sharing about a question that she used as a icebreaker, and the question was what she asked her children to tell her what were the important lessons they took from her as a parent. And I thought, my God, that's powerful. Something that all of us parents may want to try and do. You never know what these kids are absorbing and taking away from what it is that you are doing, and ultimately that becomes a guide in their lives. True or not true?
Very true.
Absolutely true. Would you agree?
Too true. And I want to say, you know, from the first course, the first time I did the training program, and I encourage everyone listening to sign up for the newsletter so that you can be aware of upcoming training programs, was the variety of parent and guardians and the levels that they were at. So there were single parents, there were persons with no parents, so teenagers who were in college, there were, you know, married persons, like, and then sometimes you get in groups where there are grandparents or persons who have so much experience. And my journey through that 9 weeks was enriched so much because of these deliberate conversations and deliberately guided conversations, asking strategic questions where I could glean. So I feel like even when I'm speaking to my son, there is a village behind me. You know, there's like an ancestral type support system that I have because I have all of these additional parenting voices. We are like-minded in that we want to parent on purpose. You know, we want to raise our children to be productive, not just productive in the capitalistic Marxist sense productive, but I mean valuable, cherished, good citizens, goodly citizens, you know what I mean? And people. And so that is why I want you, listener, to sign up and support the golf tournament, to please consider coming out. It's at the Bahama Golf Course on Sunday, October 1st. That is less than 30 days away. The biggest, most fun, exciting, activity, competitive event that you can be a part of this quarter of the year is right around the corner, and you need to visit the website today, like right now. Like, stop your car, pull on the side, pull up the link, sign up for the newsletter, and then go back to driving at cleftoftherockfoundation.org. Please sign up.
And you know, Danielle, you said it. Honestly, on a golf course, especially that golf course, it is beautiful. I mean, it is really a marvelous experience or outing, etc. Now, some of you may not individually register or want to register, but your company may become interested because you tell them. And so that's another way for you to be able to participate. So, okay, ladies, one more time, date, time, event.
I just want to shout out the sponsors one more time. I just want to give a shout out to our title sponsor, which is Sandals Resort. And then we also have Craven sponsoring us, Donald E. Thompson and Associates sponsoring us, Keystone, Cell and Track Group, Migrafil group of companies, and GastroCare. And we look for so much more of you to come in and to call and to email us to let us know that you are willing and ready to support us.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's Cleft of the Rock Foundation with all of their parenting on purpose and disciplines for life and other programs involved. Find out some more. As Leslie said, go to the website. You know, it isn't very often that you are able to say with such clarity that the founder of something definitely practices and embodies the thing that they are pushing for this program. I can tell you, this founder is a dedicated, devoted parenting on purpose person. And any of these ladies and others who've ever interacted with her knows who are involved, embracing that spirit, believe in that spirit, and that's why they're here. And that's why we make this effort also to help promote what they're doing. Danielle, any last word?
Yes, you said something earlier. You asked about the question that Latina asked her children, and I had the benefit of spending some time with her just yesterday, and we had this conversation. And you mentioned, or Leslie actually mentioned, being strategic in your efforts to parent, and I think that is really the crux of all of this. It's being deliberate and being strategic. And if you have not thought about what is my end goal in all of this? What am I really trying to accomplish? What person am I hoping to deliver to this world? Now is the time to think about it. And it is a very, very, very deep question, but one that we are so busy, we're often too busy to give ourselves the time to consider, but could not be any more important than anything else that we have going on in our world. So if you need some guidance or some direction or just some fellowship, some folks who are literally flying by the seat of their pants, as I say, but also don't want to do that anymore, and you would like to share that with someone and not feel like your own, sign up for one of the Parenting on Purpose series. It really is. It is mind-blowing, awe-inspiring, and the best experience anyone who has parented, is going to parent, or has never been parented could ever experience.
And what is special is this stuff is, but the parenting stuff, that's free. Is that not so?
There's a small cost.
It is not. Go ahead, Leslie.
You pay for a book, but that's not for the series. That's free. You don't pay for that. That's worth thousands of dollars, is it not?
Yes, the value is much higher than what you put in. The cost is much higher than that minimal cost for the book that you put in. You get much more benefits too, and a better realizing. Sorry, Danielle, when you said a lot of parents wondering what they're raising. In my head, I think culturally, I don't know about you, but a lot of parents just think their children is their pension. Mr. Laing, is that true?
A lot of people think that. A lot of people think that. I'm not one of them.
No, I'm not saying you.
I'm just telling you, I'm not one of them. You. I'm sorry, your generation ain't that reliable no more.
You got that right. I'm glad you realized.
Y'all are too busy doing your.
If you want to realize
it is
more
true
potential for your child and to be your pension.
Maybe, absolutely. If you want them to be your pension, let them take the parenting series. They'll become more dedicated, more loving.
Right.
If y'all want to catch the inside joke, y'all got to sign up. Sign up for the Left of the Rock Foundation.org. Sign up for the newsletter. On the top right hand, there's a space for the newsletter. You'll see the flyer on the main page. Click on it for the registration. Get involved. Be a part of the laughs. Be a part of the love. And be a part of the victory for our society and our country and our nation. And
man, we're gonna see y'all. You'll not be back before the tournament, but if not, we definitely can see y'all by the tournament. All right.
All right.
Mrs. Leslie Archer, Danielle Manboard, thank you. God bless, and we'll talk to you guys again next time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave you with this one of the most beautiful songs I know on planet Earth, and every time I listen to it, I cry because I'm thinking about my one daughter. It's called "Butterfly Kisses" by Carlisle, by Bob Carlisle. And so we're gonna play that for you into our break.
There's two things I know for sure. She was sent here from heaven, and she's daddy's little girl. As I drop to my knees by her bed at night, she talks to Jesus, and I close my eyes, and I thank God for all of the joy in my life. Most of all, for butterfly kisses after bedtime prayer, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair. Walk beside the pony, daddy, it's my first ride. know the cake looks funny, Daddy, but I sure tried. Oh, with all that I've done wrong, I must have done something right to deserve a hug every morning and butterfly kisses at night.
Too many debt bills? Overdue on loan payments? Improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Shrink your debt payments with a debt consolidation loan and built-in savings that pays you 5% interest. Call 356-7764.
Girl, you see how Cora eye look funny, all black up yesterday?
But she say she bump into a wall when she's running after the churn them.
Yeah, but last Saturday you see her arm was all black and blue, right?
So what you saying? You think something wrong between her and Jack?
I ain't sure, but you know Jack is a jealous man. I hear him and Cora last Friday. I hear him say he hear Cora have eyes for Junior.
Now you know that ain't true. Cora is a good woman, does mind her business, take care of them churn, and go to church every Sunday. So what you think we should do?
I think we should report Jack, you know. Cora don't say nothing, but silence hides violence, and we don't want to line up in the cemetery.
Not me. I ain't getting in nobody business, then Jack come after me, and I land up next to Cora.
No, man, we could call a text Crime Stopper. And remember, we can even get some grocery money for our tip.
Remind me again, how does this work?
We can call them in Miami at 328-TIPS or 328-8477. Or when we in the island, call toll-free at 300-TIPS or 300-8477. And if you don't have no minutes, use the Crack Crime Bahamas app and we could text them. And the messages get all mixed up before it leave your phone so nobody can know what you saying.
Go earn some grocery money.
I'm not afraid to take a stand, Everybody, come take my hand, We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just letting you know that you're not alone. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same road. I said I'm not sure, I just feel like I'm losing my baby girl. And she leaned over, gave me butterfly kisses with her mama there, sticking little white flowers all up in her hair.
Take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never set the least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance.
Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling so long.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone.
I hope you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
Time is a wheel in constant motion, always rolling so long.
I hope
Tell
you
me
dance.
who wants to look back on their years and
I
wonder
hope
where those years have gone. Tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone.
I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. What a hope for your child, right? That whatever happens in this world, whatever happens in this life, that they will take the chances necessary to have that good life, even though there are some risks involved. I hope you dance. Welcome back to Z Live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zhivargo, Laing, your host. I'm so glad you could join us here today on this Far Back Friday. I trust and hope that you are doing well. It takes a real deliberateness. It takes a real deliberateness to live life fully. It does. You have to be conscious. You have to be conscientious. You have to be aware. And so you really have to kind of stop and just think about what is happening, think about what you're doing, and try to be aware of how easy it is for us to live in negativity, and to be careful that the people you're around aren't causing you to live in negativity, or aren't influencing you significantly to live in negativity, or you're not influencing them to live in negativity. There is a lot of good in this world. There's a lot of things good in this world. And I can tell you, if I were the devil, and while I may have been devilish in my life at times, I certainly am not the devil, but if I were the devil, and I wanted to destroy the human family and give it a miserable life, you know what I would do? I would make the human family not understand how important it is to be gracious, loving, caring, united with each other as a human family. That's what I would do. And I would start doing that by messing parents up, messing children up, messing families up. I do that. I try to create and encourage ignorance on the part of parents about what parenting is. I try to create ignorance on the part of people in families about what family is. I would try to help people focus on themselves. Be absolutely focused on themselves. Listen, forget them other people. Don't worry about them. You do you. Take care of you, child. Do you. That's what I would do. I would help people be very focused on themselves, child. You don't worry about him. Don't worry about her. You worry about you. Do you. Teach the children that. Yeah, man, do you. Go have a good time for you. Don't worry about your brothers. Don't worry about your sisters. Don't do you, boo. Devil. I wouldn't even try all this scary, ghostly, this, that, and the next thing. None, and I just mess the human unit, family unit up and twist it and give it all kind of nonsense to live by, and then anything goes, and boom, family up that way. But thank God there are alternatives to that way and counters to that device. And so families are critical, and it's no wonder they are absolutely disintegrating when that is not understood. This text says, my dad walked me up the aisle to this song at my wedding. Tears are in my eyes as I think of him. He passed away in 2020. Oh, we're so sad to hear that. And yeah, it's a beautiful song. If you're a father, you have daughters, man, let me tell you something. That song will get right there in your heart. Right there. So we're going to take a break for news soon. But before we do, I want to, in keeping with this discussion we just had around the family parenting and all that kind of stuff. I was looking at a fellow the other day who was on his way to prison, an older man, right? And I said to myself, I literally did. I said to myself, I said, one day ago, he was a little boy. And it probably wasn't possible to look in his face and see the person headed to prison right now. And every single person who encounters a child, not saying except that child is really acting out in some kind of way, you don't walk around thinking, there goes the next murderer, there goes the next rapist, corrupt this person. You don't think that. You just think these beautiful little children, little boys, little girls, what potential exists in them to just live to become beautiful adult human beings. And it doesn't always happen. That's why we can play this song for you by the late, great Whitney Houston, the greatest love of all. And what starts with, I believe, the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Whitney Houston, we'll take that into the break and then we'll see you after the news break.
Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. What they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love this greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Events and Marketing presents Becoming, a transformative women's empowerment summit that will take place on September 24th at the National Training Agency located on Gladstone Road at 3 p.m. Phenomenal speakers include DeQuesta Dean, Simone Bowe, Shirley Pinder, Marissa Mason-Smith, and Dr. Nyambi Campbell-Dean. Not to mention a flaunted fashion show segment hosted by Miss Phyllis Garraway. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at the Nassau Guardian or Essence Med Spa, number 15 Bradley Street, Palmdale. Part proceeds will be donated to the Jenny Dean Caring and Sharing Cancer Support Group.
Burger King wants you to enjoy a classic sandwich so good we've been making it since 1979. Introducing the original chicken sandwich, American style, with fries and a drink for only $7.95 including that. This sandwich is made with white meat chicken, lightly breaded and topped with crisp, fresh lettuce, creamy mayonnaise, tomatoes, and lots of American cheese on a long sesame seed bun. An original chicken sandwich combo for only $7.95 including that at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
For many people, a breast cancer diagnosis can feel like a battle they're facing alone. But we're all in this together because breast cancer patients are our mothers, sisters, daughters, our friends. Women need to be assured that they have access to the screening they need and the support they deserve because every woman matters. Every story is powerful. Every voice makes a difference. Join Guardian Media Group as we pink up the month of October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Show your support. Place your ad. Give your story, your voice in the Nassau Guardian, Star 106 Hits, Guardian Radio, or Hot 91. For more information, contact your account executive or call 302-2300. Join Guardian Media as we motivate our community by supporting a powerful cause and raising awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month this October.
Being an investor has its benefits, like the margin loan facility at RF. I can use my government bonds, company shares, and other investments to access cash when I need it. At a low interest rate of 7.5%, flexible repayment terms, and a 48-hour approval time, get the cash I need for travel, home renovations, or to purchase additional shares. This is just one of the ways RF keeps my money working for me. Learn more about the RF margin loan at rfgroup.com.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. Buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Want to reach your Grand Bahama customers? Then call Barefoot Marketing at 827-4578 or message them for ad rates via their Facebook page. Advertising opportunities now include classified ads too. Keep up with all the latest Grand Bahama news in the Nassau Guardian newspaper every Tuesday.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Upon the moment long ago, one breath away and there you will be, so young and carefree. Again you will see that place in time, so gold. Still away into that way back when you thought that all would last forever, but like the weather, nothing can ever and be in time stay gold. But can it be when we can see so vividly a memory? And yes, you say so must the day to fade away and leave a ray of sun so gold. Life is but a twinkling of an eye, yet filled with sorrow and compassion, though not imagined, all things that happen will age to old. Gold, 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 gold,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Z Live. I'm Zhivargo, Laing, your host. I'm so glad you could join us here today on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM on this beautiful Friday afternoon, where we are trying to take you into your weekend with a little bit of ease. If you want to call in these remaining moments of the show, you can call 232 or 325-4316 or 325-4259. You can text us on 422-4796, or you can WhatsApp me on 439-3043. I love these parents of the BUILD program, Bahamas Youth Leadership Development Program. So many of them, they continue to let us know what their children are doing. This text says, good afternoon, sir. I hope this meets you well. Happy that you're back. I'd like to thank you and your organization and the work you and your team do with the aspiring young men and male students of this nation. One of those young men is my son, Hadari Prince, this year's All Bahamas Merit Scholarship. This young man, Hadari, actually was in my youth leadership program this time around. He's from Queens College. Fella got like $140,000 in scholarships towards his biomedical engineering studies. So we are so proud of Hadari, so proud of him, his family. Congratulations, do well. He himself reached out to say what had happened to him and to thank us, and just so proud of them. Says we are grateful to God and the village He has put around us for him. Again, thank you. That's what you need, man. You need a village. You need a group of people rooting for you, waking on you. Even when they say, stop it. Stop your nonsense. We all need that help. Now, just so you know, there is a virtual parenting session that the Anglican Diocese sponsors, Positive Parenting for Today in collaboration with the National. So that's on Thursdays at 5:30 to register. The Reverend Felicia says you need to connect with Denise White 28 at gmail.com or Cheryl Carroll or C Fraser Carroll at gmail.com. All right, just so you know. We are trying to stick in with this theme here of around this importance of family and parenting. I say to people that parenting is our magnus opus. If you're a parent, and not everybody will be, but if you're a parent and you take that role on, that's your magnus opus. That's your great work. It's a work that God identified himself as a parent. And that Jesus, when asked, how should we pray, said, our Father. Who's a father? Parent. God himself connects himself with us as a parent to children. It's a great work. And it is not a simple work. It is not an easy work. It is not a work that we come to the planet with any with any official preparation outside of. There tends to be an instinctive desire on the part of a parent to protect, to provide for. You see this even in nature. I mean, come on, in nature, the parents know that at the very least, this one has to be protected by me. This one has to be provided for by me. This one has to be nurtured and prepared himself or herself to become a parent and to go and participate in the world out there. And so it's a great work. And I'm grateful to my mother and my father. I thought about it. I literally lay down on my bed and thought about it. And I said to myself, in all the ways I have been fortunate, that one, they cared enough. Two, they provided enough. Three, they protected enough. Four, they nurtured enough. And I've been blessed for it, right? And so my 8 siblings and so many others who you and your, some parents ain't been so. That's the truth. We failed at it. I mean, literally failed at it. We didn't care, didn't do nothing. I mean, that happens too. But the vast majority of the people in the world are benefited at least from a sufficiency enough of parents to be able to survive into adulthood and to be able to manage yourself into adulthood. And so, Anyways, maybe the best parenting we'll ever see may be the one demonstrated in the spiritual faith that some of us have. Not all of us, but some. So I will play this one for you. By the way, somebody asked about that song. That song is called Stay Gold, and it's sang by Stevie Wonder. And if you have never watched the movie The Outsiders, if you have never watched the movie The Outsiders, I pray you, I ask you, with your kids, with your family, it's an old movie, but oh my word, what a movie. I had my son watch that, and honestly, when we first started to prepare to watch it, he wasn't enthused at all, because even what daddy done, you know, he only knows that sometimes his daddy's come and say, listen, I want you to sit down and watch this classic movie with me. And man, when he was done, he was all up in that movie, because it's a fantastic movie. It's called The Outsiders. And so that's the same song for The Outsiders called Stay Gold. And once you watch the movie, you'll understand the song much, much better. Anyway, we're going to play this one for you. It's the Commodores. Jesus is love.
Children, and don't let them fall by the side of the road, and teach them to love one another, that heaven might find a place in their heart. 'Cause Jesus is love. He won't let you down, and I know He's mine forever. In my heart, we've got to walk on through temptation, 'cause His love and His wisdom will be our helping hand. And I know the truth, and His word will be our salvation. Lift up our hearts to be thankful and glad that Jesus is love. He won't let you down. I know He's mine, deep down in my soul. Jesus is love. get started. Wherever it leads me, I don't mind, Lord. I hope you don't mind. I want to walk with you, talk with you, do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause I know that Jesus is love. I know that. And if you ask, so love is the word forever. Who can bring you love? Jesus. Who can bring you joy? Jesus. Who can turn your life around? Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jesus is love. Don't get mad with me. Like, why you getting mad with me? I play that song. If ain't love for you, you wait it out. Oh man, you know, one day I was having a bit of a crisis. I think it was. I really was. I was just despairing of some stuff. And I thought in the moment that no amount of knowledge that I had, secular knowledge that I had, could comfort me. I thought at the time that no amount of income that I had could comfort me, or money in the bank could comfort me. Nothing could comfort me. I literally understood at that moment what it meant to lean on your faith, because the only comfort I could find in the situation was my belief in a divine God, the creator of the universe, and this Christ he sent to rescue us. Don't get mad at me, man. If you got another message, a different message, and you have a platform, you go and preach that one, or teach that one, or share that one. I'll be telling you what happened to me. Ah, boy, Jesus is love. That's what the Commodore sang, and that's what the Commodore sang, and they were singing that song when they were singing all them other love songs. Ah, boy, we're gonna play for you into our next break. I love this song, and every time I sing this, I listen to this song, I literally think about my big brother before me, Tyrone Laing. I mean, I like to tell my kids, you want to know what big brother is? That was my big brother. And I think of this song. He loved Elton John, and he loved this song. I think of him when I think about this song. Elton John's Daniel. And then when we're done with that, we're going to go into a break, and we'll be back after the break. Daniel by Elton John.
See
match the car. The lady run into me, match the car.
I hope she had insurance.
If she had insurance, she hop out, pull out her phone, pull up the Royal Star Assurance app, and bang! She was on a video call with a RSA rep, sending pictures of her damage, my damage, filing a claim on the spot.
For real? Our insurance have that kind of app?
You gotta go to RSA for that.
Download the RSA app today or visit rsabahamas.com to submit your claim online. Live chat available weekdays 9 to 5.
Too many debt bills? Overdue on loan payments? Improve your credit score and credit report with the Bahamas Credit Bureau. Shrink your debt payments with a debt consolidation loan and built-in savings that pays you 5% interest. Call 352-6676.
Wherever you are in the world, Cleveland Clinic's world-class care is here for you. From Ohio to Florida to London, Cleveland Clinic treats thousands of patients every year. Ranked number 2 in the world by Newsweek, you can trust our caregivers to enhance your experience across each step of your treatment journey. For every care in the world, learn more at clevelandclinic.org/Caribbean.
Being an investor has its benefits, like the margin loan facility at RF. I can use my government bonds, company shares, and other investments to access cash when I need it. At a low interest rate of 7.5%, flexible repayment terms, and a 48-hour approval time, I can easily get the cash I need for travel, home renovations, or to purchase additional shares. This is just one of the ways RF keeps my money working for me. Learn more about the RF margin loan at rfgroup.com.
Is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit.
To catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, thanks for the ball, Dad, come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw? I said, not today, I got a lot to do. He said, that's okay, and he walked away, but his smile never dimmed. Said, I'm gonna be like him, yeah, you know I'm gonna be like him. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, the little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll get together then. You know we'll have a good time then. Well, he came from college just the other, so much like a man. I just had to say, son, I'm proud of you. Can you sit for a while? He shook his head and he said with a smile, what I'd really like, Dad, is to borrow the car keys. See you later, can I have them, please? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. You know we'll have a good time then. I've long since retired, my son's moved away. I called him up just the other day. I said, I'd like to see you if you don't mind. He said, I'd love to, Dad, if I can find the time. You see, my new job's a hassle and the kids are the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's been sure nice talking to you. As I hung up the phone, it occurred to me he'd grown up just like me. My boy was just like me. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, son, I don't know when, but we'll get together then, Dad. We're gonna have a good time there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to Z Live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zhivargo, Laing, your host. I'm so glad you could join us here today on this Far Back Friday. That was the cat in the cradle. Time does fly in your parent day. If you want to give us a call, the numbers are 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4259. You can text us on 422-4796, or you can WhatsApp me on 439-3043. 1 minute you're holding these children in your arms, and the next minute they're holding you in theirs. Time does fly, for sure. We're going to continue playing for you some songs to ease you into your next day, your weekend. And this is one of those this is one of them songs that kind of sobers you up. You know, human beings tend to live a lot in their past and then in their future. I'm very about the present moment. The present moment sometimes for us is never enough. It's almost as if we always believe that the next moment is going to be better, or the last moment was better, but this moment we're not satisfied with. And that creates a problem for gratitude. It creates a problem for being the most productive, the most happy, not living in the present moment. But sometimes you get things that happen to you in this world. You might get a diagnosis. You might get have a very bad accident. You may lose your job or your business, and all of a sudden, like, you get jolted into the now present moment, and it kind of makes you reflect. Sometimes we do that reflection with a deep sense of regret, or we do that reflection with a deep sense of bitterness, or we can do that with a deep sense of, boy, I better start taking advantage of the present. And that's what Tim McGraw sings about in this song, Live Like You Were Dying. So we want to play that for you right now. Tim McGraw, Live Like You Were Dying.
Said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options, and I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what'd you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu, and I looked deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden and going fishing wasn't such an imposition. And I went 3 times that year, I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. And I looked deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I didn't deny. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you would die. Like tomorrow was a gift and you got eternity to think about what you do with it. What did you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Man, I looked deeper and I spoke sweeter and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. To live like you were dying. To live like you were
Calling all junior and senior high school students, you could win a brand new iPad for the new school year. Enter the Plato Alpha Design essay. All you have to do is write a strong and convincing essay on the topic, what does going digital mean to you? For junior high students, your word limit is 1,000 words. For senior high students, your word limit is 1,500 words. To enter, email your essay along with your name, school, and grade level, as well as your parents' contact information to alpha@platoalpha.com by Friday, September 22nd. The winners will be announced on Guardian Radio on September 29th. The winner for each category walks away with a brand new iPad. It's the Plato Alpha Design Essay Competition, powered by Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Burger King wants you to enjoy a classic sandwich so good we've been making it since 1979. Introducing the original chicken sandwich, American style, with fries and a drink for only $7.95, including that. This sandwich is made with white meat chicken, lightly breaded and topped with crisp, fresh lettuce, creamy mayonnaise, tomatoes, and lots of American cheese on a long sesame seed bun. Get your American original chicken sandwich combo for only $7.95, including that, at Burger King Nassau, where taste is.
Being an investor has its benefits, like the margin loan facility at RF. I can use my government bonds, company shares, and other investments to access cash when I need it. At a low interest rate of 7.5%, flexible repayment terms, and a 48-hour approval time, I can easily get the cash I need for travel, home renovations, or to purchase additional shares. This is just one of the ways RF keeps my money working for me. Learn more about the RF margin loan at rfgroup.com.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
When you're sad, loved one, makes me sad, dear one. Don't you know you're never sad alone? Though my house is sad. Does it mean that I don't hear you when you cry? I'm right there by your side. When you hurt, makes me hurt, loved one. Don't you know you never hurt alone? When you grieve, dear one, don't you know you never grieve alone? Though my house is set on fire, does it mean that I don't hear you when you cry? I'm right there by your side. If there's a sunny day, I'll be right there with you. Could be a rainy day, but I shall not be moved. No matter what we face, we'll weather every storm. You can depend on me, I'll never leave you alone. If it's a sunny day, I'll be right there with you. Could be a rainy day, but I shall not be moved. No matter what we face, we'll weather every storm. You can depend on me, I'll never leave you alone. Will you smile? Makes me smile, dear one. Don't you know you never smile alone? When you laugh, make me laugh, dear one. Don't you know you never laugh alone? Though it is life, some rain must fall, and troubled tears may start to fill your eyes. When you cry, I'm right there by your side. When you cry, I'm right there by your side. When you cry, said I bottle up every tear. When you cry, it will only draw me near.
When you cry, I'll be right there by your side. All right. Sometimes, but not, we all need that. We all need that kind of person in our life. And quite frankly, I don't know of any human being who is quite going to be that kind of person. But you know, you better keep God in your life, because we human beings, all of us, not just the people you thinking about who think do something to you, but you, me and you can be those human beings who ain't really by people's side when we need to be. Okay, well, we're getting ready to wind down here, so I'm going to let the great Al Green take us into the weekend, and I hope and trust that as you go into your weekend, that you go into it looking to rest yourself, pause from the work week for those people who are working. Find yourself some recreation over the course of the weekend. You don't have to have 10 hours or 24 hours to recreate. You can take some time, even if it's 20 minutes, 15 minutes, to try and do something other than the thing that you have to do. You can do something you want to do, even if it's just 20 minutes. You could sit down somewhere and eat your favorite ice cream, or listen to your favorite music, or watch your favorite YouTube video. There are things that we can do to take a break from the hardship, the hardness of life. I've coined an expression that I've recognized in my own life lately. I call it micro-negativity. A lot of times we look for big negativity from things and events that happen to us, but there are micro-negativities. There's little irritations, just little small things that we allow. Somebody's peculiarity, somebody's nuance. You don't have to do that. You don't have to allow those micro-negativities to get inside your gut, get on your nerve. Just ignore them. You can't. Listen to me. Trust me. We can ignore them. We can say, you know what, the hell did that? Move on. So with some intentionality, some real awareness and conscientiousness, we can do that. Don't get on people's program. Do not get on people's program. That's what they want to do. People want to put you on their program to do it the way they want it done. Don't get on people's programs. If you're going to help somebody and do something that they are asking you to do or wanting you to do, that's you do that as an act of conscious, deliberate determination. But don't feel strained, don't feel bound, don't feel, because if you do it that way, you're going to send all kind of negativity into your spirit, into yourself, and that's going to just flood your body with cortisol and stress you right the heck out. You don't want to do that. All right? Anyway, if we do it right, we could get ready and we could be there for each other. And so I'm going to let you go with the great Al Green singing People Get Ready. God bless you. Have a great weekend. He spares life. We'll talk to you again next week. Al Green, People Get Ready.
Get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no ticket, you can just step on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.
How about a round of applause for Linda Jones, ladies and gentlemen, on Papa? Get ready, as a train coming. Don't need no bag, don't need no ticket. All you got to do is thank the Lord. Oh, what y'all talking about? Wonder, Nia. Wonder, would you sing for me? Sing.
We all got to get ready. Come on now. For that train to Jordan. We don't need no tickets. We can just step on board. All we need is faith to hear that diesel coming. We don't
got to do, all we've got to do, all we've got to do. All we've got to do. I need just a little bit more chord, but all we've got to do. All right. Wait a minute. Keep your hand. Keep your hand. Keep your hand in God's hand. Oh, we've got. Look, wait a minute. I got to get over here some kind of way, huh? No. Mr. Ellis says no. No, we've got to do. All right. Keep